momentum control goes. He's going to be wanting to stay on top of GWC like nothing else.
My God.
In GWC, if he's wanting to
forward.
play more of a slow game where he ambles on over to rail and just, you know, just picks off those easy shots, Decoy's one chance here is to keep the pressure on. I mean, he's got to slap chop this to victory.
Slap chop. Yeah, I think Decoy is impressing me quite a bit. But, oh god, there's the railgun that we were mentioning earlier. Woo, boy. Yeah, only 30%, but there was an impressive in there somewhere. So, GWC now, yeah, momentum just took a nice big, well, a little bit of time on the bucket. So we're going to see if GWC can continue his momentum ramp up as Decoy is trying to regain it. Nice LG work, forcing GWC out of this room. That should give Decoy a chance to get at the jump pad. Yes, it does, and he can drop in on red if he's quick. But look at this, setting it up for the shot. GWC lands a rail, and look at this Decoy not having one, walking into a rocket though. Whoops! And that will basically make him down and out for this Mega, and there isn't even a 25 for him to grab, so careful how you jump. GWC finally picking up a 25 to get him at 26. Decoy, no armor, but he's about to rectify that problem. And landing rockets to force GWC back, and we'll get the frag. That's number 4. Oh, man. I think Decoy's been practicing DM6 for this tournament, folks. Oh, man.
And actually, I'd even venture to say he's been practicing a little bit for GWC because Decoy's picking some odd angles to spam, but they're exactly the angles that GWC wants to play the slow game from. But GWC picking up Mega here after that frag. That could be bad news because, as you can see,
forgot the RA.
Whoops.
He's going to go back for it, but he didn't land a rail, so I guess that's good, but I don't know, man.
He was delaying timing, that's all.
That's it. Decoy still does not have a railgun. GWC continues
This is
to have
bad,
it.
though, because now GWC has to, I'm sorry, Decoy has to plus back now. Just for a couple seconds, but oh, this spam, the rocket spam here. Oh, and shit timing there, because now after that frag, that's going to be both Mega and Red. I mean, couldn't he have died a little bit earlier? Then he could have at least rushed.
Gosh. GWC looking to pull this thing back. Hopefully, now this is one thing about Decoy, is that he does get frustrated. GWC, if he does get frustrated, he hides it better. So I'm wondering if the pressure is going to build here and Decoy is just going to kind of pop and start, you know, making some mistakes. Because the pressure at this point is really high. This is the tie-breaking map. This is a map that Decoy normally isn't very comfortable on. He's only up by 1 frag. He is able to steal Mega, but immediate hit of a railgun shot, although Decoy answers with a rocket, very nicely placed rocket, forcing GWC to a mere 100 roughly. Decoy at almost no armor. Oh my god, a jump shot rail landing against Decoy, and now has only 46 health, has to back away from Red. This is the turning point that Decoy has been dreading. He peeks in for a rocket shot, gets a little bit of just a touch of rocket splash. Finally getting a railgun, but he can be railed instantly. This is so dangerous. GWC knows where he is too. Oh my god, that rocket almost was good. Oh my goodness. GWC peeking, looking for... Oh! Decoy doesn't fall for it. He's got a rail of his own. I like it.
Decoy has been stepping on GWC's toes every step of the way. So even with GWC picking up RA here, Decoy is going to be able to play a very, very nice defensive game. He's well keyed into GWC's movement here, even though right now GWC ain't moving at all. He's setting up a little trap ski, and Decoy is going a little silent himself. But no, it's going to be sprung, and with 3 seconds left to Mega, Decoy heading up top. GWC will be the one able to pick that up, but Decoy should be able to muscle in here for Red. But no, GWC wants to make sure that doesn't happen. So Decoy's going to be heading back out, depending on YA to keep him alive here.
I like that choice.
Play into GWC's angles. Yeah, I do
because,
too. But
look,
the more he starts to make these obvious plays, the more opportunities for rail GWC is going to have. And right now,
giving up that frag, that would have been the end of the game right there for Decoy, because of the potential control that GWC is just now picking up. Whereas Decoy, a little bit late to Mega, he could have gotten that one, but. He just picked up YA, but I disagree with Decoy not getting there for that Mega. He's going to die here anyway, I think. But earlier, I think it was a smart choice to not get too aggressive for items, because keeping this a 4-3, the pressure remains on GWC to just get a frag. He has to do it, and so the onus is on GWC not making any mistakes. Whereas right now, had that been a 4-4 game, everything would have been on Decoy to maintain. So let's see what and look at this. Oh, he's been able to put together 160 armor just with yellows and I think maybe 1 red grab. So really nice play by Decoy, just disappearing from GWC's sights. And here it is, GWC rocketing into the bridge. Decoy's finally going to back off, but oh man. Alright, finally picked up. Decoy going to grab this YA, spamming the entrance from Rocket. Decoy does not want to get caught off, and he's done a pretty good job. Again, just not giving up the frag, because now the clock is winding down, and Jahar, I think GWC has to catch him.
Winding down, yes, but 2 minutes left. I mean, this is TM6, this is GWC we're talking about, and the push and pull right now really isn't in favor of Decoy. I mean, look at this. Decoy is having to react to this, and there's the frag. GWC delaying just for a second before picking up RA, but yeah, I mean, with GWC defining where those fights start and end, I mean, Decoy was just slipping every step of the way, and just like I said before, like an arthritic masturbator, he can't quite get that grip again. So now we're going to see the tied game 4-4, but all the pressure is now on Decoy, and now he's got to find some way to go aggressive again.
Maybe. We see Mega Health picked up by GWC. Now, I have a problem with the fact that Decoy was way too kind of centered in that doorway, facing Mega from the shotgun. He was just way too exposed, and he didn't have any momentum, so GWC just chased him up the stairs. Had Decoy positioned himself a lot better to just get a pot shot in on Mega, I mean, that's what he wanted. But he didn't close the lane. Thinking about basketball, going up for layup, you've got lanes on either side of the basket. Very similar thing in Quake Live, where GWC recognized that Decoy was out of position and just ran and used that to his advantage and picked up the frag. So it being only about 45 seconds left, big impressive for GWC. Decoy at only full health and no armor.
And this is what I was talking about when I said that Decoy's got to go aggressive, because every shot that GWC has with that rail, with these rockets, is all because Decoy has a huge bullseye printed right on his ass. I mean, GWC is very, very adept at hitting those takeaway rails where, his opponent's just leaving the edge of the screen, and he's having to move defensively, and GWC can just key into that kind of movement. But when Decoy is kind of facing forward a bit more, Decoy has, regardless of the stack, a much better chance. But now GWC could just plus back this into victory. There we go. Oh.
All right. 7 frags for GWC, and I guess it was 4 for Decoy. Fantastic game, folks. I mean, that was a nail-biter right down to the final 20 seconds or so. But really, the positioning, it seems so minor, but it can make all the difference. 5 impressives for GWC. He picked up 2 at the end there. So, yeah, impressive rage quit. Yeah, exactly.
I just like saying Noitra better than I do Juju.
Sporting his alias, which honestly is pretty close to his real name by now, because, well, we see it all the time. So,
by now? Okay. Oh, okay. I was about to say, is his real name changing slowly over time? What?
Well, I think that a lot of people know him as Noitra now, more than Viju. The pings look nice, though. Damn, 14 and 17. I don't think we have any complaints.
Jeez, I like that.
They're still waiting on Viju to move. But maybe he went AFK shower. Very common activity in Quake Live. Is the best way to warm up. Scrub a dub. AFK coffee. Down at the store that's a 30-minute walk away, and I have no car. BRB. Common AFK gestures.
I need to start keeping a running list of the reasons why people have been late to things. There'd be some gems in there. Like, there was one night, it was like one of the clan arena things, and one of the guys was late to, he was late from getting back from the gym, that's what it was.
Gotta be buff, man. Gotta be buff.
Yeah.
Gotta protect all the computer nerds that don't have time. Fleischer Relic is gonna come up after this match. We're just running a little bit late because, as you can see, Holy crap! Wait,
Hey!
Viju's